Yo, yo, yo. How you doing, Meeber? Good to see you, man.
Having a great showing in regionals. It's a
How you doing?
team that I think will get looked over a
Okay,
lot
1
just
second.
because they're not the big flat.
Okay, 1 moment. Okay, I'll be right back. 1 second. I'm here, by the way. Just wanted to change sweater. Doing good, I'm doing good. This. How you doing, Norik? Top Diamond 3, let's go, man. Let's go, let's go. That's big. That's big, that's big. Okay, there we go. How we doing? Have you been grinding ranked lately, Meeber? 1 second. There we go. No. Yeah, I've been, yeah. I've not been grinding either. But I do want to make sure I hit SSL this season, though, at the very least, and maybe push for 2K, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna go for SSL a bit more this season. Gotten up to, like, gotten close already, so definitely will get there. Should be good. Okay, there we go. Should start soon. The first match of the day is the new NAS team. So that's gonna be pretty interesting, and then after that we're gonna get to watch KC, which is the most exciting match, obviously. No, I've been like 1920, 1930, somewhere around there. I'm not sure exactly. But yeah, I've been somewhere around there before. I've never actually, like... Here's the thing. I always stop grinding when I hit SSL. It's like a mental thing, I don't know. Like, just feel done. It's like, okay, cool, I'm done. Stop queuing. But I wish I didn't do that as much. Because, yeah, you never know if more is possible. If you don't try. But yeah, I've never really queued past... Like, in fact, there's not been a single season where I've gotten the rewards and kept playing ever. I've just never played any more ranked at that point. And most of the time I've hit it super late in the season too, so it just doesn't feel... I feel really, like, done. Because it's stressful pushing for SSL, and then it's like, I don't want more of this stress. It's like, it feels really good to be done. Do you know what I'm saying? It feels really good to hit SSL. And it's a lot of stress, especially when you involve streaming. It's not even like people put the pressure on me. I put the pressure on myself. For whatever reason. And it stresses me out, you know? Which makes it kind of like, yeah, mentally hard to keep playing. But yeah.
I don't mind the start from Super Ole either. Again, for all of my accusations of lack of responsibility in defense, they've actually been.
And this is a strong team too.
A lot, and they're maybe looking to try and see
that they're playing against here.
Midfield. I mean, they've made it to the backboard now. It's well defended by Service.
This Service team. I don't even know if Super Ole team is like necessarily the favorites in this. Because, I mean, I don't know if they would be if they played with the old M80 roster. So I guess yeah, it's like I talked about yesterday, the question is kind of like, how is like Ole gonna make the roster look kind of thing? How's their chemistry? How are they clicking with Ole? That's really the question. In terms of pure talent, I'd say Super Ole is definitely a stronger team, but... Never heard of these teams? I mean, they're all very, very well-known names, like players that have been in RLCS for a long time. Very long time.
think Morocco as a nation.
Razier's probably the best German player in the world.
Popping off.
I rate him. I think it's the best player for service for sure. And I mean, none of the, like all of the Super Oli players are very, very well known. Like LAN players. And Nas is one of the best up and coming talents in Rocket League right now. So a lot of eyes on him for sure. He played in NA last season, not too much success, but he's very good. He's very talented.
Still got so much work to do. Half the game's gone on by a goal yet to be scored. Still feeling out the pace of the game, and I will say Super Oli had been in more control. Many a time I've seen Serbia struggling with the boost amounts. And if they keep that way, I mean, Super Oli will find that opening eventually. It's a good demo there. If you're sending that ball high, he'll be quickly punished. Jory has time on it. With a 50-50 dunk, the ball will linger into centre. Relic, it seems like only a matter of time until that push is made.
But yeah, these are good teams for sure.
Really well in the back line. I'm just not seeing much substance from their
It's hard to say how good, but this service team, we have a very good idea of like the level, I'd say.
Bit of a pendulum swing in terms of both of these sides on the boost control side of things, and that's
Top 10-ish, probably better. Who knows? Like, yeah, but top 10 range. Top 10 plus, I'd say. And then Super Oli is... It's hard to place them, but I'd say top 5 potential. So yeah. Hello there, Michael. Great to see you, man. Hope you're doing good.
Once again, Oli gonna dive on by as well. Just wants to get involved. He wants a bit of fun. Rivers rising high is over to Ivan.
These are no... There are no orgs for these teams. I think there's a good chance Super Oli will have an org when RLCS rolls around. But we'll see. It's tough for orgs to pick up teams in Europe, especially because... Oh, nice shot. Just seems difficult to... Like, it seems... What do you call it? Like, is it worth it to pick up teams if they can't make lands? And there are so many strong teams, and there are only 4 slots. So why would an org pick up teams if they don't think they can make a LAN? If there are like 4 giga-stacked French teams. Super Oli seems stacked. It's just the M80 roster without AJ and with Oli from last year. And that team was quite bad. But in terms of talent, they are very good. Right? In terms of talent, they're top... I'd say yeah, top 5 for potential. But yeah, how are they gonna gel? Is Oli gonna be like a much better fit for the team? My guess is yes. I think he is gonna fit better than AJ. That's my guess. Now, is Oli more talented than AJ? I'd say probably not. But I think he's probably gonna fit a lot better. Fill the gaps, so to speak, a lot better than, you know, AJ.
There's a real opportunity to try and steal this game away, but Super Ole have paused it in the midfield. In fact, they're going for themselves. Good shot opportunity, far post, but it goes a little too...
I mean, both Jorius and Nas should not have any issues generating offense. So they don't need a third that is like necessarily trying to pop off. They just need a really good player, you know? And maybe Oli's the answer. I mean, he's a good player. OT first game. Nas going solo. Jory's been left alone here. Yeah, that's a good play. Very good shot from Rasiers. Yeah, but just a bit of an overextend here from Oli and Nas, leaving Jorius all alone. And that might look like it should be saved, but that is actually not easy to save, as we saw from Jorius POV.
So are Super Ole, because that player that went for the demo has hard committed, they're now rotating back late from inside
the caster is right. The caster is right. It was
They found another.
It was the overextend because with that demo.
And it's an insane
Ivan and Rasiers are so good together. Yeah. I really rate Rasiers. I mean, I've said it many times. I think he's really good. Really good player. Very underrated. Even in the last 1v1 tournament, he took down... Who was it? Took down a very good player, Nugget, and then he almost beat Moxie. Probably should have beat Moxie. Which is impressive, to say the least. And he's always looked very good in threes. In my opinion. Very good. Always looked like the best player on any team he's been on, but he's never had, in my opinion, a team to match him. I rate him a lot. I think he's really good. I think he's really good. You know, he's not like S tier. He's not like a Sen or a Drali or something like this, right? But he's really good. I think. But yeah, this Super Oli team is so interesting. It's, yeah... I have no idea how they will be. But they looked pretty good there, though, in game 1. It wasn't a bad look. Even though they lost.
For mistakes, perhaps it did look like they lacked a little bit of creativity, and there's, you know, there does come a point in a game where it's time
Only a
to
bit
stop feeling
awkward
out the
now.
situation.
Good catch.
Yeah, it's time to try and make something happen yourselves. As it
Oh.
turned out, they really left it a little too late.
It's a nice 50. Jorius maybe shouldn't be jumping for that. A bit isolated. What a dunk from Nas. Oh my god! What a dunk from Nas. What an insane read. It's just him. It's just that is like, if you're the defense, it's like, what just happened kind of moment. It's like, really? It's so unusual to get scored on in a position like that. But yeah, Nas read it. I don't think he necessarily thought about scoring initially, but he read it. Can't take it away from him.
It's insane how different this matchup looks in such a short space of time, but I think that's...
I'm looking forward to the next match, though. Who's playing again? Against... Let me see. Who's Casey playing, is what I'm thinking about. I forgot. They're playing... Oh, they're playing a pretty good team. They're playing the Spanish guys. Atomic and stuff. That's a pretty good test. Like, that's not a bad team. They should win it. No doubt, but... That might be one of the stronger teams outside of the... Yeah. That's a goal. I mean, they're looking pretty good.
You hate to pin it on one player, but that's exactly what I'm gonna do. That's a big old miss from Rizek.
Nas is such a good player. It's honestly quite shocking that Nas didn't have a better season last season. I think that team had such poor synergy. AJ Jorius Nas was a mess. Big mess. Oh, what happened? They definitely did, Norik. You're right. Oh, Oli's bumped there, and Jorius couldn't save it? It's a very strange situation. Oh, nice bump. Ivan's still on. Not the best reset, but he goes bump.
Here's Rizek again, the man at the middle of everything as it seems in field. Ivan decides to take it to completely the far
Shouldn't be too threatening.
Steal on the 100, however, but has managed to bamboozle his way through the entire defense.
Nas has done a lot there. Out of defense. Oh, big demo. Another demo. Going the other way. Nas trying to find a bump.
You see Nas going for these air bumps or these air demos as well. The big part of the Super Oli game there, eliminate your opponents as much as you can and all will go well for you.
Yo, Pink Dog, good to see you, man.
With bumps and demos, the confidence maybe isn't there for Super Oli this time after that game 1 loss, but the part of their game that I think needs
It's getting
to be
awkward
executed
in defense,
on.
and it's a
Everyone
goal.
to look so dominant.
It's actually really, really difficult to defend whatever happened here.
We'll get a pinch off the ground and goal number 3. It's a scramble down the other end as Ivan cannot find his recovery.
I don't know what happened to the third player, but something went flying. I'm good, Pink Dog, I'm good, I'm good.
Should have been dealt with. Another individual mistake costs
Quite tired,
service, and Super Ole
but
with the
I'm doing good overall.
daylight once again.
Wanted to stream this event today. Oh, nice shot.
Lean as you like.
He actually cannot stop
Nas is kind of taking over this lobby though, I think. It's a great pass from Ole, but there was a lot of stuff left to be done there
under the crossbar. He was
with that
slipping,
pass.
and it's 4-1.
Really good shot.
Nas with the hat trick.
What are these teams? These are
Talked about this guy
some potential teams you might see in RLCS next season.
talked about, you know, him being the future of Morocco as a Rocket League nation alongside.
I don't think it's guaranteed that these are the teams, but, you know, if they do really well in this event, that's gonna make it more likely.
Because they're all terrifying players, Relic.
What a shot. Is it in? Oh my god.
Field.
Oh, Ole has barely missed.
Ridiculous.
Simply put, the
Sen Monkey Moon and Exotic.
service are falling apart at the
Vatira is still on KC.
We have to credit Super Ole. It is a way that they have adapted that is forcing them into panic mode.
But Vitality played yesterday.
The Iceman resists.
KC is Vatira, Atau, and Drali.
Incredible goals. It may be a 6-goal game.
Which we'll watch. That's the team we'll watch after this.
Great plays being made for the most part.
Vatira,
Beautiful passes
Drali,
from Ivan Turner.
and Atau. Which is, yeah, gonna be definitely be one of the best teams in the world next season.
This game is brought back by
100%. It's like pretty much top. Both those teams, I think,
hat-trick and
pretty much guaranteed top 4 world.
this is a win
Pretty
for
much like
service.
Master in the back ball.
5 at worst.
Away, 60 seconds.
The best team
Ole to get this one over the line. To win their first
in the
game of
event.
series.
Vitality. Vitality's been the best team in this event so far.
Won't be forgetting this one anytime soon. Big O.
And KC is gonna be the second best.
Super Ole.
I can almost guarantee.
I would call it
I mean, we haven't seen KC play it at all.
A minute to go. And Super Ole.
But this is a pretty impressive game though from Super Oli.
Goals. Only EU does
I can almost already say I feel pretty confident this team will be a lot better than the AJ version.
chance for number 6. Super Ole down all.
Just looks so much more structured. I mean, who's to say this is like their permanent form, but they look a lot more structured. Like, maybe they'll end up losing this series and I end up eating my words, but Nas is like really being enabled right now. They looked comfortable, rarely awkward. There's been some mistakes, but in terms of like the team dynamic, it looks pretty good. At the moment, I'd say. What a pre-jump. Rizix actually reads that. That's well done. Surprisingly good players. I don't think so. It's been very as expected. Apparently Jack and Stissy are playing this tourney together as well. And they had like a weak third, so to speak. Because Chronic couldn't play. Chronic is sort of who was supposed to play. With high ping, I believe. But his internet wasn't working. So, I don't know who's gonna play the whole event. I think it's kind of unclear. But probably with Chronic, Stissy and Jack. Probably.
If you want the cliches rolled out, then historically it would be
And that team is also good.
was always the anomaly
true.
in a best of 7. I mean, best of 5 as well, if you want to count it. But yeah, we do seem to be witnessing
For
a
sure.
trend at the very least within the microcosm of flip and spin. Where game 2 is just blowout.
Have fun, Pink
territory,
Dog.
and genuinely
And the
it's
team
something
KC is
that
playing is also a really good team.
the single positive that I could probably take out of this one, defensively speaking, absolute shambles. 2 egregious mistakes, which sees the second and third goals going in for Super Ole, and from there on
A
out,
team that I'd say, at least last season, like a team with that lineup might be pushing for like potentially like a top 5, but probably outside of it.
There was a lot of defensive errors coming out for service. which I think
Atomic had some really good
expect to
online
see as well.
events.
We expected that from Super Oli because they usually make
Um,
up for it with their offensive
Especially the
presence.
one
But I mean, some of these mistakes are inexcusable. You got your own goal in there, Rizet. So put it simply. That should not have been a goal. It doesn't matter that it was already 4-2 and the game is pretty much over. That should not be.
It was a little unexpected,
That's not to mention the
that heavy hit across, so I do get it a little bit from Rizek, but obviously shouldn't be on-goaling, but
and with a little more
appreciate that,
accuracy,
Pink
we're talking
Dog,
about a
really
6-2
do.
game rather than a 5-2 game. A threat of the series starting to run away from service if that sort of Rocket League continues.
Oh, good shot.
Immediately on the attack.
Nice try from Ivan.
Say from Joriets, that's a little more like it.
Reset.
Well, keep this up. Service going to be in for a very difficult ride. It's nice off the back wall, dunked on by Ivan. It will barely travel wide. Early chances.
Ivan has no boost. Does get the save.
Barely. With no boost in the tank, he is having to rush to avoid a demo, and he barely gets away with his life.
It's a nice force from Oli. Stalling. Should make the defense easier. Jory is going for something crazy here. Was almost really good, but trying to be a bit too precise with that, almost, yeah, leading to a goal. That's the kind of stuff I've kind of criticized Jorius for in the past, and I'm not a big fan of, is like he's going for too, like stuff that is like too risky in positions where I don't think it makes sense. That's a good demo.
A massive demo for Bazooka. I didn't even know we could get a demo in that situation, but he finds a way. So many demos all around the pitch right now, Relic, and it's a slow tend.
What a save.
One mistake is all it takes.
A lot of service pressure.
But the game pace is slow right now, and I think Serb is really excelling that situation.
There's the goal. That was a lot of pressure. Could kind of feel the goal coming there. It's a really good read from Rasiers. Even to shoot that as well. Reading it in itself was difficult to begin with. This could be bad as well for Super Oli. I don't know if it's like Ole or... Is that what it's supposed to be? I just say Ole because that Ole is on the team. So I kind of assumed it was like... I mean, it's a kind of a pun, I guess, on both, but... Good read from Ivan. Rasiers throwing it away a little bit. Yeah, I think that's what it's sort of meant to be, I guess, yeah. With how it's written. But I think it's kind of a pun on Oli's name as well, right? So it could be said both ways, probably, right?
Is right now up against their Dutch rivals of Super Ole plus Nas. Half the game to go, and they're looking great while doing it.
Nas with the solo dribble, but that's sublime, it's delicious, it's sumptuous. The fact that they didn't go for the shot completely deceives everybody.
I think that's the ID behind the name. I think it would be weird if it's not, right? It's like wordplay. But who knows? Doesn't have to be. Wait. What happened to Ivan? Why is that open though? Oh, he backflipped because he was getting bumped. Couldn't see that in the initial. He doesn't, but it's not a, like, people tend to just make silly names, Norek. It's not an org. It's just the name they signed up for this tourney with. So, like, there's been a lot of silly names throughout the times, you know? It's not that serious. It could even just be like a joke on the team that we don't understand. Like, there's a team last season that was called the Snowman, and they had the ugliest, like, paint snowman as their logo. And, like, Team Cheese, and, like, Team Queso, and, like... there's a lot of other weird, silly names, right? Nas is playing really, really good, actually. I think. In fact, this team, to me, has looked consistently at a certain level.
run out, and Joria's there with the helping hand.
Which is what you want to see. That was like the opposite. Like M80 was, you know, super the opposite last season. KC is playing after this series.
They're getting caught out, and Super Olay are growing with confidence, but not to the extent where they're egotistic. They're still defensively really strong. Only those goals from high up in the sky seem to be the one chink in the armor.
Oh, Nas is just doing work.
Once again hunting, but the hunt's becoming difficult. Super Ole are so well in control that
Ole's just fitting better on the team, I think,
wait for a clean slate to be
than AJ did.
It's a minute 20 to go. A 3-goal deficit faces them Relic, and they're not even getting a chance on net.
Oh, could have scored that, I think. Maybe he didn't have the boost. I didn't see his boost total. Yo, Ole, how are you doing? We're watching Super Ole play. Do you see him? It's your team.
Oh, here comes another route, because 2 goals in 60 seconds, doable.
That's the game right here for Super Ole. There's a minute to go. We seem that they could.
Are you winning? You're winning, yeah. That team is very good, by the way.
This is Ivan off the ceiling early on, looking for the challenge.
Very good.
Here comes Raziers.
Jorius, Nas is like one of the up-and-coming players right now. It's kind of weird to even call him up-and-coming, because he's been around for over a year, but he is, you know, considered one of the best 1v1 players in the world right now, by most. They're interesting team. Oh, what a shot from Raziers.
Raziers is waiting, and he watches as his 2 teammates harass.
Had the space, realized it. That's the biggest part of that play.
To make the save, he was in the right position, but it was not a very happy place.
Nas has the record for highest 2 MMR. Yeah, he might. Yeah, maybe he got that at the end of last season.
It's possible. They could do it.
I mean, Nas is just a good player.
Seconds now. They've got one last chance.
Right.
To really tie up this game. Off to the side, it's Raziers.
You can tell here as well, like, he has a really big impact. Looks a lot more enabled, both Jorius and Nas, honestly, than on the previous M80 team. They've had synergy the whole time, the whole series. Even in the game they lost, it was they didn't look bad there either. To be honest.
Have missed out on. I think that the scoreline actually makes Service look better than they were, because we think about.
But yeah, the series after this is of course the main event. Let's say.
Okay.
Gonna get to watch one of the best teams in the world.
It's absolutely disastrous.
Most likely. Probably at worst top 4 team next season. It would be very shocking if they're not the top 4 team next season in the world, to be honest. This is the most important. Of course. We all agree. No, but this is an interesting team as well, but the thing that makes it a little less interesting is we're not sure if this is the team for next season. Right, we're not quite sure, but yeah, still good team.
They're winning while, you know, being the worst team in that situation.
But they're looking good, I think. I really do.
You know, I said at the beginning of this series, it feels like.
How are you feeling about the 6-month break, by the way, Ola? I never got to ask you.
Out of 10 team, and I think that we're seeing not even the skill ceiling hit, but we're seeing who's getting themselves off the skill floor better. Because yet again, it is the individual mistakes that are costing Service straight off kickoff. I mean, Oli's literally committed 2 players to that defensive phase. Nas the shot on target, and they are going to get a goal because Oli has stayed in the area, so not even 50.
Did we just miss the first 15 seconds?
How on earth did they get a goal out of that? Nas double touch.
Yeah, they didn't show it.
Down to Oli, waiting.
That's unfortunate.
Basically on the line.
We got scammed.
14 seconds for Super Oli to be 1-0 up.
Yikes. But at least it was so early.
That's with the pre-jump.
It is something that
Oh.
servers can
Oh, wow.
back from. And
Big mistake there.
not for the heroics of Oli. That is most certainly 1-1 tie game, and Rizex
Seasonal.
actually gets a piece of this, and that's a lovely
I
seven
doubt
point,
it
but look at Rizex
somehow. I don't
too
think
far
so.
back, a little too conservative, and now Yoritz turning that into a shot on target. Ingenuity from Super Olay to keep service on their toes.
Service trying to get in position for the shot, but right now
I doubt it'll be
Superbowl seems to
seasonal.
the case for the whole series. In fact, have been in control of the boost, have been in control of the pace of the game. I mean, it's a fast-paced game. Service really struggled to keep up. I mean, Jory, Nas, and Ole, three incredibly fast players that you're seeing now from Ole battling around that back wall.
He doesn't know any of the players' diary. He's just taken ownership because it's his name, right?
Expected moment.
Very dominant Austrian team.
The team is his name.
Temperament,
So it's his team now.
switch it up to a slow game. Super Olay just pounce on them. They don't
That's
know
true,
the
that's
level,
true.
So what Service are really hoping for is that Goldilocks, like that perfect
But
mix of
I don't see it
pacing a little
still.
bit slow, something just right, but you don't get
I just think they maybe don't want to do
lesser opposition.
filler and stuff like that. That's sort of my assumption. It's like no filler, just make the rest of the story as good as possible, and don't have to like remake anything, and don't have to work on filler. So they're just gonna put all like time and effort into making the actual thing as good as possible. That's what I think. And I still think it'll be weekly, but they're gonna store up like a backlog kind of thing. That's my guess, but yeah. Definitely they can. I don't mind the pacing too bad in Egghead either. They're doing like one episode exactly per episode, or one chapter exactly per episode right now, which is okay, I think.
How didn't we score? More importantly, how did we concede there? But it's because Raziers had rotated up to midfield.
But yeah, it could be faster for sure. There's no doubt about that, but
Available for him in his own half.
I also don't mind that they like sort of
Element there for Service, but the important part is
elaborate a little bit on certain things. Got to episode 10 in Blue Lock. I mean, you've been binging it.
And a great bump on Raziers as well. Jory's is there, but the shot goes high. Oh, it's beautifully played by Super Oli the whole way to the final touch. Every piece of the puzzle fits perfectly, but just one's got a jagged edge. Half the game to go, Relic.
Oh, this is danger. Bad pass though.
They look like a well-oiled machine right now. Hard to stop. As soon as they
Sino
get
started
going,
watching
what
some
can
One
you
Piece.
do? But watch in awe.
Yeah, it's I still think it's pretty, it has its charm, personally, but it is old, right? The early One Piece is very old at this point.
wondering whether they're going to rue that opportunity. Service will know that they have had their one and
But you're gonna be able to tell that it improves a lot over time in terms of the quality. But I mean, it was made like almost when I was born. You know, like it's quite old. Yeah, right. It has its charm, you know, like old school. It does. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense to make new stuff look that way, I guess, but it has its charm.
Everything opening up in front of him, and it's, you know, I guess not the shot that he was looking for, but again, it's a chance opening up for Service.
Of course, we're talking about Service playing this more passive style now, waiting for Super Oli to come and make the mistakes, but you know, I feel like in...
But yeah, that's the thing though with One Piece, you know, is it will take a bit to get into it. I mean, I like the early stuff personally, but I think, yeah, for anyone that watches it at first, it takes like a little bit to get going.
Bailing out his team, but that is the moments that Service are terrified of, and Super Oli can do that without much consequence.
I think for both sides, we're seeing the
For sure.
manifestation of whoa. let's just hold up here, because they don't want to oversell themselves. That moment where somebody sees their anchor, sees like, oh, hold on a second, all three players are right here, drop down. Oh, that's lovely.
Oh.
Fires away.
Looks like it'll be a close series.
Activity, that's more like it. Service ahead.
It's a crazy play too. It's so dangerous plays like that, because imagine if he doesn't touch it, right? Like it's really hard to cover both options.
I mean, they
Most likely they will touch it though when they pre-jump like that, right?
Can they hold on to it for 20 more seconds? I damn well hope so for their sake.
Oh, nice try from Nas.
Certainly hopes not.
Oli should have scored there. Nice save. Oli rushed that. He should have scored there. He had time. He didn't realize.
But the time is not over yet. One last chance for Super Roy. The ball lingers in front of net.
Oh! That is such... I don't want to say it, but that was a lucky save.
On earth have they survived?
That was such a good shot, actually. That was a lucky save. He was just there, exactly where the shot ended up being. Top corner. I cannot believe he saved that. Look. Is this it? No. Yeah, do we get to see that final chance? I hope we do. That was lucky. I don't think he meant to. In any way.
I mean, you've always heard the sentence you
They
make
only
it
show
look
goals. Yeah, unfortunately.
you know what? I guess Rezex made his own luck there.
Maybe someone clipped
and
it.
he fell off the post into
I don't know if they do that.
They're
We put it in
already
chat.
making another save on the line just 2 seconds before,
I don't think so.
but that was the luckiest thing that could have happened to Rezex. Man is thanking the Lord Almighty for that one.
As I say,
That was crazy.
the only thing I can think
That
of.
was crazy,
But, you know,
crazy.
Before that, Raziz had an unbelievable save off the line.
Insane.
There was a moment during this series, I want to say like 5-6 minutes ago, somewhere in the midst of game number 3, where I'm thinking, do servers actually have the mental resolve to see this one through? Do they actually have the steel to be able to make a difference when it matters? Yeah, they do. That's the sort of defense that wins you games. We've seen it in action literally just seconds ago. They have
Good
to
bump.
grab this impetus by the neck and shake as much life out of it because they're going to need it as we head into game 5.
They always feel like the underdogs no matter
Oh.
what series they play.
Nice fake.
But Service have
That was
given
smart.
us so far. As I try to hold them up though, they get absolutely dunked on by Nas and Jory.
Oh, I actually forgot.
Beautiful work.
There we go.
Duel right there. 20 seconds in 1-0. Super Oli. They really wait for no one.
Pretty sure we saw this last game though, did we not?
Yeah,
I think
we
it was less
did.
than 15 seconds in game 4, 20 seconds this time around, but I don't know. Ivan with some heroics, but super elated.
Nice first
That
touch.
safety net, of course, is why Joritz is able to get the goal across the line in the first place, and they are now marooned in their own half. Ole on the backwards sort of trend.
Oh, danger. A double demo. He missed.
Oh, they've got a
You gotta take your time, Ivan.
Sorry, it's elsewhere. Oh, but he makes a huge save, but it's not good enough.
Damn, that is painful for service.
scored out off the backboard. If not,
That
you
should have been 1-1, and now it's
great first
2-0, which is so hard in threes to come back from.
he can shoot anywhere.
Ay, ay, ay.
And Rezex
That is
probably
painful.
that save. It's a getting game, and Rezex gets it wrong.
Disaster.
That should have been a
In
goal
such
for
an
them. It
important
should have
game.
been a 1-1 game, not 2-0. Disappointing for them to miss that, really. I've got to say.
I can't believe how far back he was. Your teammates have just successfully got 2 demos. It's 3v1. If you're going to overcommit, you overcommit there and then. And now look at the flexing that we're seeing from the likes of Yori. It's the passing plays. Like ballerinas in the sky. It's Swan Lake up there already a minute
Okay.
and a half.
Chill, Caster. It's one lake. What are these references?
And you've
These metaphors.
Do you think that hesitancy to start when the 2 demos have even occurred comes from the
Glazing harder than anyone's glazed.
Their stop service have been punished. Super Oli are so quick to counter. They're so quick to, if you make a mistake, really make it costly.
Look on the other end. They're like a ballet
Right to the back.
dancing.
They make that error and they are still getting punished. I think Super
They're in
Oli
sync
really
like an
still
orchestra
in the
playing.
service roster. It may
I don't know,
be
like.
but Super Oli in my head is winning the mental game.
Easier said than done, of course, but they still conceded 3 versus 1. So it's better to risk it in that moment, of course, and have a chance to score than what happened, which is
Oh, that should be a goal.
they concede themselves.
Nice shot actually as well.
This one's so simple, ball in field.
That hit to the backboard by Nas, that touch is really good.
Some armbands out
really good of him to realize. Like, there's just really nothing the defense can do at that point, other than pre-jump and pray, because you cannot get to that ball on the backboard with where they were positioned when the hit came. Oh, he's getting close.
Oli's outwitted too, not the third. Ivan strong enough. And Nas falls to him.
Smart.
Yoris maybe looking for that bar.
Oh, what are we doing, Oli?
That's a mistake from Oli, but it's going to go unpunished, and we see Service now completely turtled up, afraid.
What happened?
For one moment, another demo from Super Ole.
Can he? Oh, imagine if he like skimmed that with more power and he was in. That would have been insane.
And so Super Ole back and able to make the transition there as Rizex picks up possession, but now Yoris takes to the sky. Tries.
Good job, Oli.
Oli certainly can, though, off to the backboard. A fourth goal would cement it. But even with 3-0, it's a difficult task for Service to really do.
Nice. Nas landing on him. I think that mattered.
I'm going to call it that game. I think Service have to go next and prepare because they have a difficult task ahead.
Nah, it didn't.
Just completely mishandled by Raziz. You might as well.
I don't know.
A moving golf tee.
I don't know. I don't think that was that bad by Raziz, personally. Because
to step up for one moment.
It's just one of those things. If you're 3 goals down in this position, like, you're gonna have to try to control the ball. If he hits it across, they're gonna keep getting pinned in defense, and he knew that. So he's trying to catch it. And it was a really stupid chow by Oli, to be honest. But he was basically praying Oli wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't call either of Service's wins comfortable. We had an overtime winner in game 1, and God getting involved in game number 4.
I said they can do it. They can do it. Very different to
That's true. Because they've been put to the limits in some of these games to win.
I mean, Super Oli has looked like the better team, but it doesn't seem impossible that Service can come back.
No, I mean,
I don't disagree with that.
It feels like a car on a frozen, wintry morning. Time to get the hot water out, or whatever sort of solvent you have to help break the ice. And maybe these players do need a little bit of an icebreaker in comms, because it really just feels like mercenary mission out there, all for each other. Well, maybe
does he have that? No.
It's another opportunity, and it's
game over. Go next.
Dash, and that simply won't do in game number 6, boyo.
Well, on a 6th game on the horizon.
Good shot.
It really doesn't matter what the scoreline ends on.
GG, GG.
The stats here on the side of Super Oli with Nas making it 5.
See, this is the kind of moment where it would be nice if you could just have a forfeit. Because everyone knows this is over, right? Everyone watching, I mean. It is literally impossible. Oh, nice read. 10 seconds, 5 goals is literally impossible. It's not even possible.
They're in the driver's seat. It's match point. 5-0 in game 5.
Like, the only way it's possible is if Super Oli don't go for the kickoff 5 times in a row. Which it is enough if they they can also don't go for the kickoff 4 times and then go for it 1 time and it's still gonna be over, right? It's so impossible.
And Service are gonna run away with that one. But what I would say is that this particular game was the most damning of their.
I think the Super Oli team looks good. They definitely have some weakness, but
being torn apart in defense.
They're also looking quite strong.
To be able to take chances, their ability to survive
definitely
under pressure. Because there were so many pressure plays, there was so much confidence from Super Ole.
I think there is a good chance this is the team, the roster that they will start with next season as well, so we'll see.
Mechanical gods?
You can, yeah.
Nope, you cannot do that. So,
but will they play Europe?
I see a Super Ole winning game number 6. I don't see we get.
Seems most likely, right?
7. I also know that I've been commentating this esport long enough, boyo, not to dismiss anything wholeheartedly.
Oh no, and anything can happen in Rocketleague.
Can they play NA? How are the rules right now?
Service have really got to put a shift in here.
Yeah.
Actually,
3 excellent players, but they are playing like Super Oli are better than them, and they cannot play like that. They have accepted that Super Oli are a better team right now, and if they keep playing like that, they're going to lose.
Oh, I mean, if we see a repeat of this game, yeah, I mean, make it 7-8.
Yep.
I
I don't mean to be rude, but
low on morale, it is so much easier.
it is kind of
to play
funny.
against them because they won't take that extra wave dash to try and gain ground to go and make a heroic save. They
Guys,
won't
listen to me,
try
Service.
creative in terms of transitional plays. They
All
won't
you gotta
use
do
every
is
time.
you gotta stop playing as if you're the worst team.
To try
Gotta
and
stop
pop
doing that.
something at the very
Just
least
become the better team.
to the backboard. And I think that's kind of the key for Service going into this game is you don't have to score
Such a silly
clutch
thing.
goals to beat this team. You just
I don't think that's how it works.
more than they do.
Yep.
And how do you do that? You find that space, you get them under pressure, and for me, you do
That's
something
true,
you
that's
haven't done in
true.
Series since really game 1, you remove
That's true, Sino, yeah.
opponent. Boost. I want to see way more control over the midfield line. I want to see way more steals from the opponent half.
Well, it's game number 6. They've been given their suggestions by Relic. I mean, hopefully they're not watching the stream to find out what we've got to say. We're not really the experts here. But Relic's gave the advice nonetheless if they want to come listen. Either way, it's game number 6. Concentration for the Service camp.
That was a weird touch.
Not one, but 2 more times. A big demo early on from
Nice
Drali,
backwards.
so he's not going to let it be so easy. Raziers, outfield over to Rizex. He's waiting their center. Patient is Ivan, though, just behind the shot to
Oh.
net. But Nas and Jarius, they both want a bit of the action, and the save will be found off of the back of it.
It's a lot better though. It's much, much better. And check out Ivan's starting position.
That was an important touch.
Challenge, but at least
Horrible touch by Oli, but Jorius is there.
the time to rotate back in. Proactivity in the defense allows Rizex to move out here.
Could be a goal. And it is.
Oh,
That's a good play. It is, Stan. It is. I fly.
Placement for this team. Look
Indeed.
at Ivan sends at the top corner. We saw it
If
against
Super
Rocketleague
Oli
as
wins
well.
this, then
Brilliantly placed
we're
shot,
going
but
to the
it is
KC
coming
series
back
after.
from Service. This shooting accuracy from this team is on point. It's something I've always talked about in Rocket League. Of we have these players who have these incredible, flashy, great
Nice touch.
mechanics. And then you have
That's such a good
some who
pass.
master the fundamentals
That's
of
my
the
score here.
VP, where they can shoot what they want.
Nice try.
They can just hit the ball whoever they want, and it will go where they want on the
What
pitch.
is the standards beef?
And that's what you see from players on Service right now. They have an incredible fundamental level of this
Fakes
game
it.
that is really unmatched by many.
The Super Ole
Why you keep asking about this? I don't have an opinion.
And that was it for Service. A ball that hits the bar. Here comes second opportunity. Nas off it, and no player yet to get a touch. Yori, it's a little too late. Ivan runs out of boost.
I don't have to.
Clutch the grip of Super Ole.
I don't even know the
This
details.
blue defense. Nas with a pop-up over Ivan to
Oh.
Joriet, but Rizex sees through the threat. Oli now again straight into Ivan. Much better defense.
You can't
all
force me.
around from Service, but Nas goes midair again. Proactivity from Ivan, but look at the boost reserves.
Oh my god.
Joriet's in field. Waterfall.
Oh my god.
Oh, late for
They are
Oli.
feeling it though.
Game.
Like even though they lost the first goal, so to speak, but
And it's Jarius to the ceiling. Just giving that ball to Oli. Merry Christmas. It may be 2
Custom
months
ads?
early,
Are
but
you
they
getting
just
custom
kicked it
ads?
the goal.
what do you mean?
Super Oli won a piece. 3 minutes to go.
I haven't gotten any ads.
And Relic, I mean,
Or what do you mean?
The vision that this team has in the game, you see it. It may not have worked out earlier, but they go for the demos when they don't have a touch.
Do you mean the
They're
overlays?
positioned perfectly. They know what passes are going to work.
Oh, on the map.
They have such a good vision for the game, Super Oli.
Yeah, I don't know.
That it really, really pushes them above so many other teams because
It kind of has to be, right?
they're so creative in their gameplay.
Maybe you can do that through Bacchus mod somehow.
Pestering Super Ole. If you're not
That would be the
answering for
most-
first time, they're gonna go
Because I
grab
think,
the battering
like, even
ram.
RLCS and stuff like
Another
that
shot.
generally do
It's
everything
sent,
through
but looks straight
Bacchus,
on
I think.
Joriet.
So maybe it's
Into
possible through
center.
there.
Joriet, that's a shot on target. Nas
Oh, no,
sees Ole
it's
making
Nas.
for the pass.
Nice shot.
Nas.
Matter, it's all Nas, baby.
You can't stop him.
This team is good, guys. Like, this team is good.
That first touch happening, I knew it was a goal. I'll be
They look a
honest,
lot
Storm
better than M80 did.
and I knew there wasn't a
AJ
better
was the
player.
problem.
Razier's in the
I
back,
found the
but he tried
problem.
his best, he had no there was not much he could do. With 2 minutes left
I'm
to
joking a
go,
little bit, but
Super Oli are 2 minutes away
I
from
do think they
Paris.
look really good. They look like they have a lot of synergy.
What did I tell you? He cannot be stopped.
This Moroccan just once more. Ivan floundering around like a trout on a plate of fish and chips.
Yeah, this is over,
And
I
soon
think,
he's
now.
gonna be eaten up. Service maybe going the same direction. Just
I'm gonna need
2
something
minutes
quick.
left to save this series.
This is kinda ballsy, though, from Jorius. It's the kind of stuff I'm not a fan of. That Jorius does. Like, I don't get it. It's not like, you know, like if you do stuff like that in ones, it doesn't matter because you're the only one on the pitch. The problem is, it's so confusing for teammates to play around stuff like that. And you're putting teammates in really awkward positions. That's the problem. It's like it's fine for him, but it's not fine for the team. What? They pinched it, right? And now they've all... I think, like, legitimately, that one play made them all feel weird. It was not a pinch, actually.
Unsavable. 91 seconds left.
I don't like that Jorius does that kind of stuff sometimes. I don't get it.
Still have an opportunity here, but they simply have to be perfect. They win the kickoff, but Jorius with plenty of boost in the
Just
tank.
keep it simple,
Drive
stupid.
away. Here's
And then go for your place when you have the
Service
opportunity. That's a good bump attempt, though.
on the car. No bump to be found.
Nice first touch. This is good. That's a goal. Not bad shot, though. Nas might still score this. I think he messed up. He did mess up. Definitely should have been a goal there. A couple of times. Nice. Good play. That was smart. Really good control.
It's not just the patience, boyo. That first touch upon landing,
Yeah, they're looking good.
disgusting. But that's exactly what we'd expect through every single.
Oh, it's free.
That's a freebie, Ivan, with
Not quite. Bit fortunate that it's actually staying at the wall there. That should have... Like, if it just came out a little bit, it's unsavable. Pretty much. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh my god. Everyone's there. Oh, Oli pushed out on that. Could have been a goal. One clear and it's over. That's not a clear, Jorius. GG. There we go. They take it.
Moroccan super team that's been newly formed. Nath pass one. Up high it will go once again to the ground. The ball will fall. And there it is declared. Super Oli will see you in Paris.
Yep, they're going to the LAN. And here are the teams. Super Oli, Vitality, Dig. And we will most likely see Carmine qualify as well. For the main event, or whatever you want to call it, the LAN. In Paris. We'll see the bracket here. And where will Super Oli end up, I wonder? I'm actually not quite sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, most sense in terms of this would be against Vitality, but I'm not sure if that's true. Invited EU tourney? It's... yeah. Exactly. BDS was also invited to this, but that roster fell apart and became Vitality and KC, so... yeah. Oh no, there are 3 teams invited, right. I thought that was the case, but I couldn't see it anywhere. Yeah, 3 teams invited, plus BDS, but BDS didn't qual, and then these teams qualified in a qualifier. Yeah. And so far, I'd say these 2 themes I think are gonna be the best, and then I'd put Dig 4th. I think Dig looked worse than Super Oli, for sure. Definitely worse. But they're also playing with a bad 3rd. I mean, bad is harsh, but worse than a top pro. So it's no surprise, really. I would say. That was a pretty fun series, though, honestly. Pretty fun, pretty fun. I think I want to just play some free play, honestly, while we're waiting. And it should start in about 5 to 10 minutes, based upon yesterday. So I'll just play a little bit of free play. We'll chat. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. What's my past 2 weeks in terms of how much I played? How do I see it? I never look at that. Do I go to profile? $27. Which, by the way, is not accurate either, but I've for a couple of reasons. I played on other accounts a little bit, and I've kept the game up a lot while doing other stuff. So it's really hard to say what it actually is. I'd say probably a little bit less than what it says. A little bit less than what it says. Because I definitely forgot to turn off the game a couple of times. I remember one time where I forgot for a long time, so this week. Yeah, probably played like at least 20 last 2 weeks, it looks like. Which is something. What about you, Stan? How much have you been playing? $45. It's a good amount. Thomas gotten better. That's good, that's good. I played... The thing is too, with my hours, I like... I played so much with Pony in one of the days. I probably... 10 of my hours was in a single day. Last weekend. 10 of my hours was in a single day, probably. So, in a weird way, I've not really been playing much. It was like mostly all in one day. Get a quad reset? I don't think I can on command at all. I mean, I can do it if I spam it over and over and over, but I highly doubt I would be able to on command. Oh my god. Accidentally clicked. I'm choking. Do a triple? Could definitely do a triple. Okay, that should have been it. Trolled. It's not my strong suit, though. Definitely not. 110 height holding me back? Do you really think so? Because I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I'd do worse if I changed my height, because I'm so not used to it. Because last time I changed height, I felt horrible on the game. I'm never doing that again. mm. Do, do, do. 110. I don't know what the most normal is, to be honest. I think 110 is probably not that normal. I'm not really sure. What's the most normal camera settings? In terms of height? I'm probably not changing my camera settings, though. Because I felt so awful last time I tried. And I feel totally fine on the game. I like these settings. You know? I think the tourney is starting soon again. Should be. Should be a good match as well. What do we think predictions, guys? What scoreline? What scoreline predictions? It's actually a pretty tough match. It's gonna be kind of hard to predict, I think, actually. I suspect. It is best of 7, yeah. Against Atomic's team. Tekos, Tox, Atomic. Could definitely see them taking games. We've never seen them KC team play either with this version. They should be good, obviously. They should win. No doubt about that, but... Oh. I was thinking 4-1 as well. I'd say probably 4-0 or 4-1. But I could see it going more... Maybe 4-2 is possible. I don't know. I don't know. Is YouTube chat chatting? Yo, I see you YouTube chat. Abel, how are you doing? I'm currently watch partying a pro Rocket League event. So we're gonna keep doing that. I'm just waiting for the match to start. Is all. So kind of in the middle of something. Yeah. Has it started? Let me actually check. Starting to feel like it might start. Okay, 30 seconds until they start talking. So I can play at least a minute. So no, yeah. That's a no. Also, I also stream to Twitch, not just YouTube. And I generally will not play with someone who just asked me. Like, generally speaking. Because why would I? If that makes sense. Like, I'm SSL. Whoever asks, I don't know who you are. Why would I play with you over someone I know? Makes sense, right? It would be kind of tough for me to team up with the randoms. Unless the stream is about something like that, you know, playing with viewers in some way. If that's the stream, then I'd do it. But that's not what this stream is doing right now. You need a teammate. There's places you can find teammates. In YouTube, in chats, in Twitch chats, in different Discords, in ranked. You can just play ranked and find people, talk to them, and you can team up with them. Stuff like this. That's what I did. I think most people that start out find teammates they find in ranked, right? Most people I know found a lot of the sort of the players they play with through ranked. Just teaming up with people they like playing with, who seem nice. It's my advice. What's your rank, by the way? And what device do you play on? Might be easier if you play PC and stuff, I guess, to find teammates and such. Easier to chat. Okay, let's see. Is it back up? Not quite. Let me just listen. Are we going? Are we going? I don't know how long they chat.
The rocket, it is flipping spin qualifier.
They probably chat for a little bit. Silver. I highly doubt you can... I mean, maybe you could prove me wrong, but I highly doubt you can do good aerials if you're silver. Like double taps and stuff consistently. I've never seen a silver being able to consistently do any of that in my life. But I'm sure you've hit one. But that doesn't mean you can actually do it. I'm just being honest. That seems unlikely. If I go start a new account, go into silver, no one's gonna do any of that. And if you can, then why are you silver? You know what I mean? Like, practice something else then. If you want to rank up at least. It's gonna be a bit more valuable. If you want to rank up. Maybe you don't want to rank up. Maybe it's not your goal. Generational beef. I'm not beefing. I'm just saying, like, anytime a silver or something like that says they can do double taps, it's usually not the case. And I'm speaking of 3 years of experience. If you want to get to diamond, you should focus on the simple stuff. That doesn't mean you can still practice more complicated stuff, but when you play your games, you should focus on understanding where you're supposed to be on the pitch. Focusing on sort of the basics, like your boost management, your flipping around the pitch, not your aerials. Can easily get to GC without doing a single aerial. Like, that is easily possible. So just make sure you focus on the right thing. Okay, it probably started. I kind of lost track of time. Okay, it's not started yet. don't know if we're far away. I mean, we're definitely not far away, but... I'll go to the match in 30 seconds. That should be safe, right? We should be safe with that. If you're silver, by the way, and you can do this, bang, that, one skill, then you're not gonna be silver anymore. And that is not a joke. If you can put the ball on target, you're gonna be not gold anymore, or it's not silver anymore. That's literally good enough. If you can just put the ball on target, like that, that's gonna be good enough for silver. And probably gold as well. Okay, let's go.
Pip a win here and there early on. That's the confidence that will sort of push them to strive to succeed. But Carmine Corp, they don't need to be reliant on that early confidence boost because they've already played at sort of the highest levels in terms of stress, in terms of pressure to perform, expectations lying on their shoulders. They've been through the whole lot, Danny.
Breezy Flick or Musty?
Sort of a similar conversation that Relic and I had with
You don't need it.
200%
That's the
being,
truth.
I suppose, the last match of the day yesterday, I suppose you could say the feature match of the two former world or sorry, current and
I can't, like, I mean, I can do both, but
third member here that we're
I would be able to do both in free play, but when I hit SSL, I never do any of those things. I don't Musty and I don't Breezy. Now the Breezy is like, I think a pretty useless skill, like just straight up, it's not good. It's just not good. Like, it's not a good thing to practice if you, like... You can practice it if you find it fun, but it's not super good to outplay people. Musties are useful, but only if you are GC plus, pretty much. Like, if you're really good at the rest of the game, then it can be a useful tool. But if you're below GC, it's probably not going to be useful. It's probably not going to be useful. And like I said, both of those skills, you don't need them to get really high rank. Musty is definitely a lot more useful, though. Drali already getting on the board. Just went solo. Good job, Drali. He's got another possession in the Octane, actually. It's a bit surprising. Drali could have scored if he had like 5 boosts, probably. But he couldn't get around the play there, around the ball. Has a Breezy been scored in the RLCS? I want to say no, but maybe? If we're talking about LANs, I'm pretty confident that's a no. But, you know, there are so many RLCS games online that there's a good chance it might have happened. Now, they are very, very bad in 3v3. Like, that's the thing, is like, they're not any better, really, than just a normal Musty. They just look more fancy. And you need more space to set it up than normal Musties. They're very telegraphed. In threes, you're not gonna have that space. Almost ever, right? That's the thing. And even if you did, it's probably not the best thing you can do, so most people wouldn't try, because it's just not a great idea. I'm watching a tournament that has 2 of the best teams in the world in it. That's what we're watching. And this is like a qualifier to the LAN that is gonna happen in Paris. It's gonna be a professional LAN event in Paris in like about 10 days, I believe. So this is the final game of the qualifiers, and everyone expects Carmine to win this. If you don't watch esports, Carmine is gonna be one of the best teams in the world next season. This team we're watching. They're gonna be basically, if they don't win any lands, they're gonna be disappointed. Pretty much. That's the goal. They're trying to win. Nothing else is good enough for teams like these.
Slightly misjudged, maybe a tiny bit early from the defense. Then that's all it takes.
Half a game still left in this opening.
They do a cheeky kickoff there. So kickoff strat. Drali's also pushed up. Has been cut off. Gonna come down. Not good though. Would have been better if it didn't come down, probably. Harder to defend.
I gotta say, for our first touch, quite happy, trying to give a bit of space here to Tau, slowly doing the
Tira first to it.
And Atomicas came away cleanly with flying colours, and now the
Oh,
support from Tekos is
that was quite bad by Atao.
2v2
But it didn't end up mattering.
But the ball comfortably in the corner where you want it to be if you're a defensive side. Atomic once again tries to touch there, but the midfield
Tried to touch it with the tip of his car there. Could have been crazy.
But Drali, very comfortable.
Love the idea, just letting the ball bounce once,
Oh.
twice, and allow a teammate to take over. Composure still, well, of course, trailing.
How old is Tekos? I really rate Atomic. I think he's really good.
Electric pass, and that is just pinged down where the defense.
Want to play after this? I'm not gonna play. I'm sorry. I thought I made that clear, right? Generally speaking, I'm not gonna play with anyone that asks, unless I know them from to begin with.
That was being put on here, and that's a mistake and a half. Who will get to their first here? And Atomic will just be frothing at the lips there.
Unless, like I said, that's like the stream thing we're doing. Like if I'm playing with viewers, then I'll do it. Like if that's what we're doing, which we do quite often, to be fair. Oh, nice play from Matira. It's close. Nice cut on the play. I think this Amai team has... They've looked pretty good. Like, they are getting some nice plays going, for sure. It's not like Casey's playing bad or anything at the moment.
Well, they're back to solidity for now.
Atomic especially has had a pretty big presence on the field. I feel like Tox is like the definition of someone that just like fills the gaps. What a shot, man. What a shot. He's a beast.
He is sure to take a mile, and Tekos had that exact thought running through his mind, scarpering for that back boost.
There we have it. K-Corp re-established the lead once again here in a trying to go.
It's gonna be exciting to see this team play Vitality. Oh my god, what a shot.
It's disgusting at this point, isn't it? So
just efficiency. Perfect placement. Frosty, thank you so much for the raid, man.
Little bit too low in front of the keeper, but Vatira is a world-class player. Every single time he is granted an opportunity, he makes it work.
And it's just unfortunate at the
How are you doing? How are you doing? How's your stream?
Have that accolade in his list, in his CV, world champion. Will it be his year? Well, Vitality.
Yeah, big shout out. How's your stream, man? Astro, welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. We're watching the flip and spin qualifier. Look, checking out the new KC team. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I hope you had a good stream. What were you doing? What were you doing?
I think it's fair to say amongst, I'd argue maybe 75-80% of the people who might potentially want to...
Playing Rocket League, I'm assuming?
A likely victor here, Danny. But let's speak on positives for the sake of...
Playing ranked, or...?
I genuinely think for the large majority of that game, they were the more threatening side, and that's bizarre when you see a 4-2 scoreline against them. There's plenty of creativity, plenty of chances downfield. They could have easily come away with 1 or 2 more, Danny.
I do not think they were the more threatening side. But they were threatening.
The replays, especially the opening goal, that certainly set the tone. You can't afford to shall we say, allow
Yeah, it's like an overlay for this flip and spin tourney.
and that's what essentially they have done. So
It's cartoon style. I like it too. It's pretty cool.
Concede and play always on the back foot. You have to have, in a sense here, have an attitude or an aggression, and you know, when you have Atomic and Tox, certainly as players on your team,
It's got a pretty cool look to it. I wonder if they'll keep the same sort. There's gonna be a LAN, like I said, in Paris, and I wonder if they're gonna have the same sort of theme in the venue.
So, and also those aggressive positions that
Yeah, I
they
mean,
were exploiting,
I feel like
they
it's
were
good to,
making
like,
use of. We
if
saw
you
an
make
insane
your own event, make it
pace
have its own sort of
build,
different feel to it,
amazing
right?
shot from Atomic.
I'm a fan of
Also
that,
the likes of those
definitely.
aggressive bump and demo plays as well. And as long as they can keep putting one foot
Makes it more memorable compared to if there's just no look to it, then it's just another tourney, you know. If there's like a bit of a look to it, then you will remember it a bit more. Oh, that's a goal. I'm a fan of these like the very efficient direct plays, which is why I do rate Atomic and his teams, is because they're very good at that. It's very simple, efficient, difficult to stop offense. Now, I'm not really worried about their offense. I think their problem is more gonna be if they can stop, like, you know, get to offense enough. For a team like this, against a KC, it's gonna be difficult. But they've gotten 3 goals so far. That's a demo.
Plenty of control to see the ball forward if it wasn't for that demo. And crucially, am I still in control? This aggression in attack.
Who was in Paris? What do you mean? This event is gonna be in Paris. The LAN event for this. In 10 days.
Well, didn't make anything work.
And that's the race here, and Tox has lost it. Turned by Drali, blocked it goes. Atomic, will he go? Well, he's up here to get the
What diary?
here. Straight down.
Oh.
We saw one fantastic steal. It was almost
Atao doesn't have the most boost here.
was trying to refer to it earlier, but here, awkward shot, low, tipped away.
Oh, I see. I didn't get the reference.
One touch away, and Atao will grab the equalizer.
Greed. Absolute greed there on display.
Everyone's losing their mind.
Roll up. And a crucial advantage
What song is it?
Sometimes when you smell blood in the water, you just want to pounce, but risk reward, Danny.
Certainly so. You've got to always balance. And
Big player.
Is it worth it? And when you're playing K-Corp, the answer is probably not here.
And that booming ball in field could be deadly as
Oh,
well.
that's
Drali
fast
with another
touch.
bound to the backboard. And Tox just trying to be a bit of a menace.
Barely
in
gets
front
the
of players,
defense.
grab that boost for himself, make sure that attack
Oh,
is
that's how coming in faster.
But it's awkward still as the ball in front of the mouth of goal, and Vatira, world class as always.
Well, you have to give full credit to Atao there, getting the defense bumped away. Teko's had no chance as well, and you saw by the shot quality that Vatira put into 117 Rolla. They did have a lead once, the Spanish. They've lost the lead. Now, once again, can they refine themselves against one of the trickiest oppositions you will
Gotcha,
ever play in
Sino.
this current modern game?
Well, at the moment, it's going to have to start from the back, and that's been an awkward affair so far. But Atomic,
Got the lights.
to follow up on that touch, has found something over to the
Yeah, we have a new
plenty of
ceiling light that I can change color with, which is kind of cool. I also have a new like light in front, which makes the camera look a lot better, which is also pretty good. It makes, yeah, I've improved the lighting, let's say. It's a normal ceiling lamp, but it has the option for color. I'm not currently using it, but I could use the TV lights if I wanted to. It doesn't look good with these lights though. Like if I combine them, it looks weird. So that's why I don't want to do that.
Shots wide, and there's the follow through. Goal 3, and the K-Corp is back to normal.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you guys saying that, by the way.
The defense's Tox just had to sit pretty and wait for what was such an awkward bounce off the post. He knew it was wide, but such a difficult one to call.
Must be boring to be a
The moments badge, you mean? What do you mean? How are you doing, by the way, Silvers? Good to see you, man.
I don't think so. The blue wall always electric. It doesn't matter if they're 2 goals.
Oh, they're trying to pre-jump.
Could even be full
Could have been
on
crazy.
of this
But he had 0 boost, hard to adjust.
Plenty of time left on the clock as a demo comes through. And Vatira, a nice low 50-50. Smart play from Carmine Corp to just keep them under.
I will say one thing though, I think this team will be better than last year's KC team. And that team was already insane. I just do think, I do believe Drali is better than Rice, you know. That's what it comes down to. Rice is a really good player, but Drali is better. Just skill for skill.
Once more tips it above talks here, and it's awkward enough. Back it goes, and Drali K-Corp is just toying now.
Like kids in a play park at the moment. Tox stretched thin, Tekos diving down, and Drali is there to pick up the missing pieces. And Carmine Corp with
Carmine
living breath
looking strong.
Series, they're just improving, getting stronger and stronger as time goes on.
That's a good clear. Oh, that's a horrible hit. And a bump. What we're watching? We're watching a tournament called Flip and Spin, which is... This is like the online qualifier for a LAN event. So there's gonna be a LAN for this in Paris in 10 days. And the teams that will play there, if KC win, are KC, Vitality, Dignitas with apparently Jack and Stissy. And also Super Oli with Nas, Oli, and Jorius. So 4 really good teams actually. It's gonna be a really high level event. All of those teams will be insane. Now, the Dignitas team, we don't know who the third will be. It could be Chronic. But I think that depends if Chronic will be able to travel and stuff like that. Which doesn't seem guaranteed. It's not guaranteed that Jack will play, you know, for Dignitas or whatever next season. I don't think anything's set in stone, but that it seems like a likely option is that he'll be playing for Dignitas with Stissy. That seems likely. But it's not decided. I've heard Jack talk about it and he still says he could play in NA, he could play in EU. I heard him say it today, so doesn't seem like he knows. I don't think he would lie about that either. Like, I don't know. Why would he? I understand he would hide his team, but I don't know. Why lie about... Like, if he knew he'd play in NA or EU, why would he not just say? I mean, maybe he would, but he could also just not comment on it. I feel like he doesn't know yet. Seems to be legit.
You know, I'm sort of sitting here looking at the series going into it and sort of going, it probably has a 4-0, 4-1, but you know, you have to believe in yourself, especially if you're a team in this situation here. They have the lead, let's not forget this here. You know, May themselves were 1-0 up.
They have some good offense, but yeah.
Go into, and suddenly the wheels went off the carriage.
Yeah.
This camera, yeah.
To stay on right now, and for Amai, whether those nerves are going to continue, whether
likely just like a laptop camera or something like that.
Even more
right?
Risks beyond what they're doing could be even more detrimental.
It's likely what it is.
Often when you're in sort of that mindset of a player of, we need to make a change, we need to make a difference, the first thing you look for is the attack. It's the aggression. It's just burying everything you have into every single opportunity. And for Amai so far, they've been punished when they've extended. Carmine Corp, flawless on their counters, flawless on their continued aggression. What is there left to do, Danny?
That's a very good question, and thankfully both sides do have coaches as well. Terry, who has been coaching that side for a while, has been around the players for a notable period of time, whether on an individual basis or never mind.
With the background like this, it's probably just that he doesn't want to show his room, right?
As a world champion in his own regard, major winner as a player too.
Like as a caster, like it's just a simple solution to not have to organize your background, let's say. It's just have something like this. Very simple solution. Right?
Oh, I like a bit of this here, or maybe it's the trout from Relic's fish and chip shop here. I don't know where he's getting it here.
It's
but,
probably what he had available, right?
themselves here,
It's probably very
essentially, you know, do or die
makeshift.
situation. They've got
I don't know how to put it.
They
Like,
go 3-0 down.
it's probably like he had that and he used it, right?
Could well be the
I understand that. Like, there's no point investing any money in something like that, or like whatever, right? If you just like, you're like a passion, like casting is like your passion project, and you just, you know, the casting is certainly more important than your background. Let's be honest. Like, it might not even be about cleaning his room, though. It could be, certainly, but could also be just if he does it from different locations, whatever. Then it's just a simple solution. Like I said, it's easy.
For the next 4 minutes and 34 seconds,
Why would you drop your controller?
defensively against the side who's looking to remove the
Stop
goal
it.
as instantly as it's put on target. A passing play.
Why? Stop doing it.
I think he was trying to go for the pump and demo, but was taken away from its defensive duties.
Oh.
This here is just, shall we say,
Bit of a oopsie.
scramble of defensive capability to an absolute wet puddle.
Oh, and dare I say, I think Atomic was trying to do it.
I never drop my controller. How do you guys do that?
Backboard and follow up with another touch. Where have I seen that before, Danny? I'm not quite sure, but Carmine Corp, they're not going to let that one slip.
How are you dropping it?
There may have been a thing there.
There might have been a thing, Danny.
Well, who knows? Who knows?
It does seem like a skill issue. That is correct. Oh, nice shot from Tekos. But good save. Oh, good goal line defending here. Those are good shots.
Just a minor inconvenience.
The Tira has been a bit awkward here for a moment. And now it's just a goal, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, I have had my controller fall in the ground like one time doing that. I will admit, but 10 times? I've stopped completely doing that though. I never have my controller on my leg anymore. Not worth it.
Looking forwards to the rest of this competition. You just have
Just put it on the desk.
The absolute favourites in current form. I know it's been pretty early doors in terms of the performance.
I guess it's because you're trying to type.
New trio.
That's probably why.
To make it 3, drops it down, dances past Atomic and Drali the follow-up. Undoubted.
So far, that is the case. The question on many, I mean, you look at the rest of the bracket itself here when you go Dignitas, Saber, oh yes, they're good, they got through, they're at the event itself, but you look at Alts, the French giant, the beast that's waiting, and it will be almost like a hive of Team Vitality also qualified. Listerdy,
it's an interesting thing, because BDS last season, they were like a team that did like absolutely zero kickoff strats. KC was probably the team doing the most kickoff strats. And Drali's gone from BDS to this. I wonder if he will just also start sort of doing kickoff strats a lot, or if the team will start doing it a little less. I kind of feel they will keep doing a lot of kickoff strats, is my guess. They had a lot of success with kickoff strats early, but as teams understood what they were doing, then it did work less, for sure. And they did, in fact, lose some goals because of their strats as well.
It's something to hold on to. Tox the tip it, but Tira slows it, catches it one, but taken away by Tox. There will be at least one player with full boost. Hoof downfield as quickly as you can here. Needs to be played a little bit more spiritedly as well, because Amal is getting too slow. Boxed in by K-Corp, but they've got to be careful. Ball possession, they have to hold on to at times.
Absolutely, and I think Amaya taking your comment very literally during that half time of just boom the ball downfield and think about it later. They are looking so forward in their thinking, and you can see the bumps and demos being attempted, but Carmine Corp, they're wide, they're not cluttered at the back, they're so comfortable dealing with this threat.
All know that we have seen French supremacy in the RLCS and in every other tournament. Spain was there, Germany was there at one point, even a little island known as Ireland.
Drali's there.
At one point, and that was a good old tactic back then. And you know what? If it works, use it. But I'm out right now. They can't even get anything at work, it seems.
Atomic needs to win out this 50 and has done so.
Oh.
Tekos to follow up, pinch down from the ceiling, and an infield pass to keep the presence going. Tox down off the backboard. They're hoping mistakes will come through.
Is it a goal? No.
Mistake, but no crucial follow-up, and straight to the counter for Vatira, almost making it 4.
And Tox to slow it down, force 50, and that's a
Oh, bit of a bad positioning from KC there. Lots of space. Almost gets punished. Oh, Atomic's really been caught out by that. But they're getting desperate, that's why here. Am I getting desperate with the time situation? Probably getting scored on because of it.
Textbook counter from Carmine, and
Yo, Wizard.
one last booming effort down the field. And Tekos a little bit further back to support. Here comes the shot, the last potentially of this here match for Amai to even come close in this third game. One last dribble, and Atau is there, equal to it, Danny. It's gonna have to be a reverse sweep at this point.
I'm probably not doing it today, Wizard, to be honest with you. But next time I stream, I will definitely... I'm definitely down to do it. Like... Probably on Friday, if you're around.
It's a 5% chance. I'll ask you the hardest question of the tonight's commentary. Is it likely to occur?
Probably on Friday or any other time this weekend.
Are just different. They are unstoppable at the moment.
True. Wait, who? I didn't actually see who won the NA one. Was it DS, I'm assuming? DS was the one I thought would win. DS won, okay. Who was it I thought? Yeah, I thought Wavy or DS, and most likely DS. How far did Wavy make it? I can just look at it, actually. It's not that hard.
The scariest thing about it.
Certainly so. And the fact that we have seen 3 games, the scoreline of 4-2, 4-1, and 3-1. We could argue maybe K-Corp's dropped off.
Why can I not find the tourney?
In the previous 2 games. How dare they put their
right now?
off the pedal a little bit.
What's the tourney called?
Superb, excellent. There's very little in terms of the
Something Rebel. I don't remember. Do anyone have the link?
We'll see you on the 25th.
Okay, made it to the final, okay. So it was Wavy and DS in the final. As expected. They were the best players, and the only other player that I thought had a... I mean, AJ maybe, but I thought Beast Mode, if he played really good, could also maybe have a chance. Seemed unlikely though. But he's a good player, so it's possible.
And, well, Amai, they're looking to prove themselves, they're looking to strengthen.
Oh, they're only gonna have to reverse sweep KC right now. Gonna be a bit tricky. Looking like a 4-0.
This game and 3 more, if they're looking to bride an upset that will shock this esports.
This is the official KC roster, yeah, Whammer. It's locked for sure. I mean, we've known for a pretty long time, but it is completely confirmed, yeah. Good shot.
You might as well say good night.
Good night. Ciao, ciao. Whatever else you want to say, Tekos, with that
who do I think will be better out of Vitality in this? Is that what you're asking? I am very unsure. I feel most people assume it'll be Vitality, but I'm not so sure. Because kind of the way I look at it is, I think BDS and KC were actually fairly close last season. Now I thought BDS were maybe slightly better towards the end of the season. But the thing is, if I think about it, like, who had the biggest upgrade? Do I think Sen over Drali is a bigger upgrade than Drali over Rise? I don't think so. I think Drali over Rise is a bigger upgrade. That's what I think. So that's why, to me, it's like complete, like 50-50, honestly. I don't know. I kind of have a feeling that KC, like if I had to say something, I feel KC will do better early. I just feel they will do better early in the season, at least. I don't know what it is, it's just they come out with this sort of like confidence. And I think it'll carry them quite far into the season. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Vitality, I could kind of see being a little more relaxed somehow. I don't know. I mean, that is so hard to say at this point, but I do think it'll probably be a European team. I think it'll be KC or Vitality. That's what I like if I had to guess right now.
I think Amal might need to rename themselves to Amen because it's over. It's a finishing.
Are you saying the women championship? Wait, what? Oh, the FIFA. Wait, what? I don't actually know the details around that event. Is that with countries? I think that is a... I mean, it's not a crazy take, but I don't think it's true. I think Atau's the worst. That's my opinion. I think Atau's the worst. I think some people will feel maybe Vatira might be the worst, but I think Atau's the worst. I think remove Vatira from the team, it's much worse. Remove Atau from the team, it's probably not as bad. That's what I think. I think Vatira's more important, more well-rounded. He's more important for the team. That's my opinion. Drali 1, Vatira 2. For me, it's... I don't know which one between Drali and Vatira is 1. Probably, and then... But I think Vatira's the most important player. I agree all of them are good, Sino, by the way. But if I had to pick, that's what I would say. If I had to pick. That's my opinion. I think it's the least important. Now he like last season and in the event he like it's like he has the biggest impact visually. Maybe a tad, shall we say, sarcastic, or is it almost like a father to a kid playing chess for the first time? I don't think either way you rank it, it's not a crazy take though. But that is my opinion. I think, yeah, that's just my opinion.
The Fane goal number 2, and that nearly works here. Tox ran all the way back, scarpered all the way home. Unfortunately, Mother and Father's not there to tail on this one. They have to do it on their own. Back here, passing play over Atomic, passes another one. This could be dangerous, this could be fantastic, but an infield pass and tries to slice it into it. And I don't want to say the obvious, but a keeper was standing right there.
Yeah, and the 50, if it came through him, I maybe would have made it 2, but it's just the individual efforts from Carmine Corp which are paying dividends. Here comes Tox for a shot on.
I'll look at it after the... I'll look at the link. I've clicked on it, Diary. I'll look at it after. I'll pull it up after the game here. And we'll take a look at it.
Not to have a major title to his name, that's at least my opinion. Tox rightly saying, getting the goal within 35 seconds to survive, to continue out her OT, or maybe into another game itself here. Tekos, he has a passing lane.
Oh, they tied it. Just a bad 50, right? Oh, Drali actually ended up on-goaling. It's quite unfortunate. That is quite unfortunate, though.
just when we sat there and thought that Amai was gone.
It's easy to say in hindsight Drali shouldn't have been there, but he was trying to be close to the play, to be involved.
Got themselves back up from the sofa, played a little bit more, and back into the game. K-Corp, you've got to respond here. They put another one wide open there, 3 defenders. And
GG.
there is arguably one of the most shocking bit of European defending. North America, take notes.
Oh, and Atomic has bumped Ox off the spawn. And I'm sure the comms would have been...
That was quite unfortunate. Did you guys see that? One player got bumped by a KC player, and because of that, he ended up... his recovery ended up slower, and he bumped into the respawning player. And probably it made the comms very confusing for the third, who could have also saved it. There was a lot of mess, which was actually quite unfortunate. Okay, but let's see. Let me do... Let's take a look at it. So do I know the teams? So I don't know these. I mean, Argentina, never gonna win it. Australia, never gonna win it. Belgium, they are good, but they will not win it. Like, already this team is gonna be better, right? So far Brazil is the best team. Show players? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, here? Oh, right. But, I mean, England is gonna be a top contender. France will be a top contender. So this will be a touchy-ass Drali. I mean, the best teams will be Brazil, France, Morocco. Netherlands will be pretty good, but... Spain will be solid. NA, I don't know what... It's hard to say, like, who... How will they decide who plays for NA and stuff like that? They should... Like, the best thing they should do is just field G2. That's easily the best decision. Even if you think someone better, quote-unquote, can replace a player like Atomic or something, but it's just the wrong decision. The best decision is to let G2 play. That's the best team. But yeah, it depends who plays for France, right? It depends. Yeah, Morocco seems very set. Like, that team will be insane, right? I'd say... I think probably France wins. Or Morocco. Brazil has really good shots. And also England will be really good. Like, these will be the best teams. Also Mina. I forgot about Mina. Yeah. They can obviously also win. I'd put them above Furia as well. Better. But yeah. The rest aren't gonna have... Like, Spain will be pretty good. But most of the other regions won't be that strong. Yeah. That's what I think. France probably being Vitality. I'd probably go with France. Like, if I had to pick. But it depends what French team it is, you know? Like, if it's a mix of different teams, then I don't know. But yeah. Probably will be... I'd say it'll probably be France, Morocco, or Saudi. And then after that, it's England and Brazil. Like, what's the best England team? Like, it's like Appjack, Joyo, Rise? Is that the best you could make? Oski as well, yeah. Oski, Rise, Appjack. That could be a really good team. Also, it's not guaranteed Appjack will play, so if that's not the case, then it should be Joyo, Oski, Rise. But it shouldn't be as good as French team and stuff like that, so... Appjack would play for England? I do think they should field app check if they have the opportunity, like if that's a possibility. That's my opinion. Maybe. I mean, it's. I mean, maybe not. I mean, Joyowoski Rise is very good too. It's not clear. It's not clear. I don't know who would play for England. But I mean, Joyo did better than Jack. At the end of last season for sure. Same thing with Rise. I don't know. I mean, either way it'll be a good team though. Obviously. Either way it will be good. No doubt. Yeah, we'll do this. That is a crazy take, Diary, but I think it's really hard to put the blame on any of them. It's just such a weird thing. But yeah, they did not find the chemistry all the time, we can all agree on that. At times they looked good, but far from often. I'm gonna end, Whammer. I'm gonna end. I was only planning on watching the event today. Yeah, I also have to wake up at like 5. Almost. So I have to wake up really early tomorrow, so gotta head out. But yeah, have a good night. I'll see you soon. Definitely. I think I'll definitely be streaming on Friday. Should be. So I'll see you then. Unless something comes up. But yeah, have a good one. Good night. See you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you guys as always. Bye bye. Bye bye.